Hey there. So I just thought I'd come on and do a video a little bit. I caught a post of Gary Vanerchuk this morning, and I kind of want to talk about it. It's made me think a little bit. But I had a great interview last night, by the way. So if you haven't seen that yet, it's on my profile page, my Mindset Explosion page, and you'll find it on YouTube as well with lovely Tina over in Whistler. So talking about Awaken the Wild. But I caught this post this morning, so I just gotta hold on this. And as soon as you jump in, please just give me a wave or something. Say hello. And if you catch us on a replay, hashtag replay for me. That way, I got an idea of where you're kind of catching into these videos. This was a bit sporadic because I've been busy putting some other stuff together. Do you know what? I'm going to crack on. All right, for those that do come on the replays, you're not waiting around for ages. So I caught a post on Gary Vanerchuk. If you don't follow him, he has some great content and just a different way of thinking as well. And I met him years ago. It's such an inspirational time to catch up with him, and the things that he said and talked about it real resonated a lot with me. So I was in my Instagram this morning and just doing my usual thing, scrolling through. Obviously, I'm following Gary V, and his post come up. Let me find it now, quick. And it was talking about. Well, I took it like it was talking about this year, and it said something along the lines of don't write this year off. Something like about being awake. Let me see if I can find it. I should have done that before, shouldn't I? So don't write the year off. Don't write off being like a bad year. Here we go. Don't cancel the year that you woke up. That was the words. There we go. So don't cancel the year that you woke up. So it made me think because obviously for a lot of people, maybe feeling like this year is a bad year, and I totally understand why. I could look at it and say, yeah, for my business, it was a real bad year. I can look at it also, in terms of like financials, but definitely that was a bad year. But I can look at it another way and say, well, did I wake up to a few different things? And the answer would be yes. Did I wake up to a new way of doing things? The answer would be yes. Was it particularly a bad year overall? No, not at all. I valued the time I spent with my children, and I've valued a lot of my friends as well and family. So from that note, is it that I didn't value them before? Well, of course I valued them before. I just value them probably like most of us in a different way. But when I seen this morning, and it made me think, and a lot about what I was talking about last night's live with Tina, about how we wake up, but have a think yourself. Like think back to a bad experience that you had. It could have been growing up. It could have been an adult life, a relationship, or change a job. Something. We all go through these experiences, and pretty much like Tina said, we need those experiences. We do need bad things to happen. I know it sounds a bit morbid and pessimistic, but we need those things to happen to really wake up and see what things are real and what it is we do want out of life, what we do want for ourselves. That's just how I feel about it. And when I think back to some not particularly very nice experiences, and when I put that into context like that, wow, yeah, that makes so much sense. Was it a bad experience or was it an awakening? And really, it was an awakening. It wasn't, and got to kind of go inward a little bit with that. We feel that, yeah, that horrible pain. It's a horrible feeling. Things that can affect others as well. But look back, I can safely say, yes, that was an awakening about not wanting to be in that situation, or not wanting to stay in that role, that career I was put my path on, not wanting that person to be there, or in other times and waking up, right, I need to make this work. I need to do something different and make this work. So think about if you are feeling like a bad experience, or it's been it's a bad time for you. Now I'm talking about things that are if someone passes, of course that's something we can't control so much. But so I'm not kind of talking about that, but generally experiences, whether it be with business or a lot of people right now that when I say business, have had a bit almost like this revelation. It's like an awakening of, yeah, do you know what? I don't want to be doing this anymore. So it become an awakening. Similar to myself, 16 years ago, had an awakening. I didn't want to be an electrical engineer anymore. I don't think I really wanted to do that in the first place. I wasn't being true to myself. So I had an awakening, right? I'm going to be an instructor. And then throughout the course of the last 15 years, I've had these other awakenings, or I've had these other I've had some moments, but aha moments where, right, no, I'm ready for this now as I grow and then evolve and, adapt and change. When I went through depression and unfortunately a marriage breakup, and for all different things that were going on in my life at the time, they were awakenings, and they're awakenings for both of us, and for it to be a positive that we're able to move on and put the children in where they should be and where we should have both individually been as well, and then throughout business and other events. So we have these bad experience, and I think I know I would like called it that I'm having a bad day. I always remember my instructor saying you can afford to have one bad day, but can you afford to have a bad week? But of course, we go through those experience times where, yeah, it just feels like there's a lot happening at the moment, feeling overwhelmed. It's too much for me. But if we can look at it differently, when we look at things differently, it makes a big, big difference. And actually, you can pull yourself out of those bad experiences as well. So have a think, look back first and think, what the things that were bad, not to kind of don't want you to stay there, but I don't know if it's at the moment, has it been an awakening for you? Have you woke up to something that wasn't right, that you need, right, this isn't right, and I don't want to be part of this anymore. So it's an awakening, either, right, I do something about it, we make something work, or I need to change something, drastically now, in order for me to, be alive and live. That's what we're here for, right? So look back when that's on your past, and you'll see that they were awakenings. They were horrible at the time, but your life changed and you grew and you evolved, and that had to happen for you to get to right where you are right now. And now, if you're and use that either now if you need to, or for the future, that the next, when there's something, this isn't right, I don't feel this is not happening for me right now. Well, let's not treat it as a bad experience. It's we're waking up. We're on a transition. And if you're feeling a bit, well, kind of, this whole thing's been a bad experience, it might be that you've woke up, but you're waking up. When you wake up in the morning, it's a bit I wake up, so I'm awake, but I'm not fully awake yet. Does that make sense? I need to come to a little bit. I need to, go through some routines, go through some procedures. So I hope that's helped. That's how I read it, and I wanted to talk about it a bit more because, sometimes it's good to, as I talk about it, it makes sense for myself. If it makes sense for me, it's going to make sense for others. But let me know what you feel like, on things that have happened for you or wherever you are right now. Have you had an awakening? Are you waking up? Are you in that it's almost like a transition phase? Are you waking up at the moment? It's waking up to stuff. Right now, what do I do? What do I do first? So it may be right now I've woke up, know exactly what I'm doing, or you're in that kind of transition phase, right? And just, I need to get out of bed, rub my eyes, and now that's it. Okay, now I'm going to step forward. Now I'm going to get up. I'm going to make today bright. I'm going to make my future bright. There we go, team. Thank you very much. It was a bit of a one-off. And I needed a break from what I was doing as well. So it was all good. All right. Stay safe, and I will see you all soon. Oh, by the way, if you are a small business owner or self-employed, or you're trying to build a personal brand, I will be doing a live workshop in my Facebook live group called oh my gosh, it's gone. 5-day social media growth challenge. But I'm doing a special workshop tonight. So if you want to know more, just drop me a message and I'll add you into the group or send you the link. But we're doing about Facebook Live tonight and the benefits of that and how it can help your business. All right, that was a bit of a side note. There we go. Peace, love, be good, and wake up.